Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Horse Racing Mark. Lots of comments, lots of likes, lots of shares. Some agree, some disagree with my opinion, but this is a game of opinion and the objective is to come out in front. This video will be focusing on trainers and their demand to be paid for their time to do interviews on course. There's a lot of stuff on social media about this, the pros and the cons, and I just wanted to do an honest opinion on this and what I think and how I think things are going to play out. So I personally think that trainers right now have a good deal. A lot of them have sponsorship with bookmakers. They're well paid. Some of these fees are extortionate, and I genuinely think that if we go down this route of paying trainers for their time, what's going to happen if you're just going to have a small amount of trainers at the top and the rest of everyone else is going to get left behind because there's only so much airtime available. And yeah, I just think you're going to just have a monopoly of 2, 3, 4 big trainers within the UK, for example, and all the smaller trainers who genuinely do need financial backing, they need the ownership, are just going to get left behind. That's my view on it. I think that some people are potentially just trying to get a few quid, make more money. And look, the game is not in a great way right now. We've got problems with bookmakers, affordability checks, attendances are down. We've got a cost of living crisis. The economy in the UK is not looking great. I think this is terrible timing. I don't think racing's in a good place whatsoever. We've got the media rights stuff coming up with bookmakers. Listen, what happens there if bookmakers don't renew the contract? There's no longer going to be prices for certain meetings, and trainers are just trying to get even more money out of the game. Maybe a compromise here could be, why don't you do it for stables and the stable staff, the groom, they get a proportion of the money. In my opinion, right? I think this would be the best way to do it. Let the trainer take the money, but the trainer gives all the money to the stable staff and the groom because they're the ones that need it. Why is that controversial? Why do trainers need to extort more money? No one thinks about the small people, like the smaller trainers. They're the ones who need this funding. You're just going to have a situation where you've got 3 or 4 big trainers taking all the resources. They're the ones that are getting the sponsorship from the big betting companies right now. You're just going to destroy the sport. That's what's going to happen. You're just going to monopolize it. It's no good. Might come across a bit negative here, but I just think it's the worst possible timing now, and it's just another opportunist trying to get more money. The only way it would work, and it would probably sit right with me, and would be if the money goes to stable staff, it goes to grooms, not in the trainer's pocket, or give money back to the trainer and reduce owner's fees. Do that. Why do you do that? Why is it always about you lining your own pockets? Sorry, going off on a tangent here. It's best just to do it unscripted and like all my videos, just be straight up and tell you what I really think. Give the money to the grooms, give the money to the stable staff, or use that money to reduce training fees, get more people involved in the sport. That would be a great way. Yeah, do it like that. Yeah, I just came up with it. Do it that way. This idea of just extorting more money and just putting it into your own pockets, it's obvious. Like, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great. And the game's dying anyway. And if punters can't bet, there's not going to be any money anyway. You just it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I would love to hear an argument from the viewers in the comments to say this is a great idea. Trainers should enrich themselves even more. Listen, is there any ideas that you've got as well, or do you agree with my comments about the game going to be monopolized? Small amount of trainers going to get all the funding they get from bookmakers already through sponsorship. Do you think grooms and stable staff should get all the money? And what about the idea about subsidizing training fees to get more people involved in the sport, get more people through the gates? I don't think that's a bad idea, but let me know in the comment section, all right? I'm trying to understand the mindset of these trainers as well. I mean, I run a successful business, and you can't just keep extorting money all the time and trying to enrich yourself. You need to invest back into the service and add value, whereas it just seems that these trainers are just these small group of trainers who are going to get all this money are just trying to get more money out of the game, doesn't look good. And on my service as well, the reason that I have hundreds of paying monthly clients is because I add value and I invest into my business, into my service. I grow my network. I take on more staff. Whereas these trainers, it seems like they just want to enrich themselves. It doesn't sit right with me. They already get paid enough. It doesn't sit right with me. But back onto my service, I'm currently running a Cheltenham Festival offer, giving value back to the customers. Trainers, you should be watching this. $38.99 to cover you for February and Cheltenham. My Cheltenham Festival offer. Limited spaces though. I'm taking on 50 new clients to cover February and Cheltenham. I'm very confident we'll get a few winners before then as well. So far, the offer has been very popular with new clients. And if you want to get involved, it's very, very simple. Link below. Limited spaces though with the Cheltenham Festival offer, so make sure you're fast on that. Any questions, drop me an email. And of course, leave some comments on this video. You agree, you disagree with my views. I'll be back shortly. And hopefully, I've got some winners incoming. Good luck.